much for joining me today. I'm currently getting ready to have a little Mother's Day getaway, and I wanted to go ahead and film myself getting ready and a little life update because it's been a couple years since I've posted, and the last time I posted I said I was back, but life was just lifing and I was not back. When I posted that video 2 years ago saying that I was back, I really had the intention of creating more content, more just whatever I felt like posting, but life just hit me hard. But now I'm back and a lot of things have changed, and I just wanted to really come back and really start filming videos, and that's what I'm gonna do today, a little get ready with me. I have notes, so if you see me looking down, I'm sorry. But I just wanted to get this little video started. What I'm gonna do really quick is dry my hair. So I'm gonna dry my hair really quick and then I'll be right back. When I started my channel, this was something that I had wanted to do since my early 20s, like around when I was 20, 21. So I finally did it, but when I started it, I was not at a very good place mentally. So I think that's why I took such a long break in between, because I was just dealing with stuff. I was a single mom for about a year before I met my now husband. So I was single for a while, and in my solitude, I really just learned more about myself. I mean, it really is something that happens to people. You learn more about yourself when you're alone, and that could not be more true. I was always someone who wanted to be with somebody, or always felt like they needed to be with somebody, and I was just like back-to-back relationships until that year happened. And then when that year happened, I really learned a lot about myself, what I liked, what I didn't like, what I wanted to do with myself, and what I would not tolerate in a partner. But I would take myself on dates. I would go to the movies by myself. I would go out to eat by myself. And like the weekends that I didn't have my son, I would really just like really sit with myself. And then I think with that, I was able to grow up, I guess, grow into the person that I am today, who is more confident. I love myself so much. I love my life. I met my now husband in February of 2023. And when I met him in February of 2023, and then we got married in November of 24. So that may seem like a quick jump to people, because it is. We moved fast. But the first time I met him, it was just instant. You know, people say that when you know, you know. And I was never really a believer of that until I met him. And when we met each other for the first time, let me tell you, it was like, okay, hold on. Is this hot already? When we met each other for the first time, it was like, I don't know how to describe it, almost like a magnetic feeling. We went on a 3-hour date. I had never ever been on a 3-hour date ever in my life, and I really didn't want it to end. But we met at a bar. I wanted to keep it really cash for our first time meeting. We wanted to keep it cash for our first time meeting. And it was just instant. Okay, I went ahead and just did my hair off camera because honestly, I was getting so hot. I was sweating so much. So, turned off my light, finished my hair. And I really just have this in my hair because I'm gonna do my makeup and I don't want my hair in my face, but this is the hair. I don't know how it looks back here, but that's it. So anyways, we're gonna move on to makeup now. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and continue with my makeup. I have already primed my face, and everything that I use will be listed down below. I'm not doing anything crazy because that's just not my style, but I do want to look a little bit put together for whatever I'm doing tonight. And what I'm gonna start with is just putting some bronzer all over my eyelid. I have no primer. I've already done my eyebrows. I just wanted to continue and talk about where I've been, what I've been doing. Like I said, my husband and I have joined families. We all live together now. And we're just concentrating on giving our children the best lives that we possibly can with what we have. Navigating our careers, navigating marriage. Although I will say being married to him is like the easiest, best thing I've ever done. It's one of my greatest accomplishments is finding someone like him to marry. I just gotta say. I've also been dealing with some intestinal issues, and I'm not gonna get too in-depth because like it's kind of gross, but I've been dealing with some stomach problems. I've been on and off of birth control also, but I'm officially off of birth control because we want to have a baby. And obviously that won't happen if I'm on birth control. First I was on, and this is everything that's been happening the past couple of years. First I was on a pill where I would get my period like once a month. And then what was happening, I was getting it too often. I'm not gonna go too much into detail because again, TMI, but I was getting my period too often. So my doctor said, do you wanna go on a birth control where you only get your period every 3 months? And I was like, yeah, what's the worst thing that can happen? Okay, so then that was another pill that I was taking, okay? And that was okay, but then again, I started getting it too often. It was more than just once every 3 months, which again, I don't think is normal, but she told me that it was normal, like that we didn't have to get periods, I think if I remember correctly. And then, so once I was getting it more often than I should have been getting it, she said, okay, how about we give you the depot shot and then you will not get your period at all. So I said, bet, that sounds great. I was getting it so often that in the moment, the idea of not having a period sounded really good. So I did the depot shot, and let me just say, I do highly regret it because I was only off. So you take a shot and it's good for 3 months. I did it twice. So I took 2 depot shots, 2 rounds of my depot. It did stop my period, but also at the same time, I've just felt like I was maybe angrier and moodier. And so once me and my husband decided, like, we were already married by the time I was on my depot. Once we decided, okay, let's, you know, get off the shot so we can have a baby. You know, we made that decision together because obviously babies are a big deal and something that should be planned, I think. I mean, at least for me. Anyways, I don't know where I'm going with that. Anyways, so we got off the depot, and now we're trying to have a baby. That's where I was gonna go with. So anyways, I'm putting foundation on. I'm using my ColorStay longwear makeup, normal to dry in shade, I actually don't know what shade this is. Oh, 150? Shade 150? Continue with concealer and contour. I have my FENTY contour stick and my concealer here somewhere. When I do, apply concealer. I don't like to put it completely under my eye, just in these two spots. And then I will tap it out. Like, I will not be putting any concealer right in there. Go ahead and contour my face really quick, and then I will be right back to ramble just a little bit more. And that's about it. My base is almost done. I am gonna go in with a liquid blush and a powder blush. I'm using the MCoBeauty liquid blush, Luminous Glow in Dusty Rose, and then I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna use after. But this stuff is so stinking pigmented. I'm gonna put some on my hand. That's already too much. How am I gonna go about this? Oh my god. Okay, there's my mirror. Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna move very fast. I'm gonna go in with this side and just kind of keep doing that. And soften that out. But a little bit goes a long way, and I did like half a pump in my hand. That's better. That looks pretty. Okay, same thing to the other side. Okay. I love it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and set my face. Before I set my face, gonna blend everything out one more time. I am setting my face with none other than Maybelline Fit Me powder. And I will do underneath my eyes, a little bit on my forehead, my chin, on my nose, just because I really want the glow from my skin to shine through my makeup. So I need to blend all this out really quick. Hold on. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and the same bronzer that I put on my eyes, I'm gonna put back on my cheeks. My bronzer is very old and crusty, but I love it. What is it? Wet n Wild. Wet n Wild in Ticket to Brazil. Anyways, as far as my life is going, I'm just gonna keep on with the updates. I currently work for my family. I've been working with them for a few years now, and we are navigating a change in our career. With that being said, I will have more time to film whatever I want to film. I want to film lifestyle and beauty, and when I say lifestyle and beauty, I don't want to just dedicate the channel to hair tutorials or makeup tutorials or anything like that. I just want it to be a little bit of everything. You know, like maybe I'll film my morning routine. I do like a Sunday reset every single week. that would be fun to film. I just want to film bits and pieces of my life, but I don't want to keep it just on beauty videos. I want to do a little bit of my life and what it entails. And now I have the freedom to do it. So I miss filming. I've always loved it. Now I'm going in with the prettiest blush that I've ever used in my entire life. This is CoverGirl Soft Sable. So now that I have more time and I've gotten my life together just a little bit, not too much, I want to start filming more often. Looks so pretty. Here we go. More Wet n Wild. And we're gonna do it. I'm gonna go in with this. Oh my gosh. I just want to be glowy. I think as far as my face goes, I'm pretty much done. I do look forward to filming more videos. Like I really, really do. There's something about the whole process of the video that I genuinely enjoy. My favorite setting spray in the entire world, and I'm almost out of it. It sprays weird now. Okay, we're just gonna go for it. I always do my mascara after I spray my face. It kind of smells and feels like hairspray on your face, but let me tell you, this locks your makeup in. All right, so mascara is done, lipstick is on. Now I just need to go ahead and pick an outfit. So let's see what I come up with. This is the outfit that I decided to go with. This is for my mom. I just got this. Everything is from Amazon, pretty much. But I have a little white dress, a little over top, and these are from Target. I got my jewelry on, nothing crazy. I have my Fossil watch. I got this ring somewhere, I don't remember. And my mom gave me this necklace. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to leave. But if you guys have anything specific that you'd like to see from me, just go ahead and let me know down below. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. Bye.